Welcome back to my channel, everyone. It's Jenny at 615, and I am back with my quarterly empties. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. If you are a returning subscriber following this series, thank you so very much for returning. For those that may be checking out the series for the very first time, this series evolved because I haul a lot of stuff in the beauty, skincare, body care space. And this series gives me an opportunity to come back, share with you the products that I've used up, give you my impression on them, and to determine whether or not they were worth the spend and if I will repurchase them again. So I have a box full of items here, and we are going to just dive right in with the first item being the ashwagandha U-Theory supplements. This has become a staple for me in my supplements. I will continue to repurchase. This is 150 capsules. I picked the super-sized ones up here from Costco, and I am already in another bottle and will be purchasing another couple when they go on promo again. So that's the first item. The next is a Olay body wash, and this one is the Peach and Cherry Blossom. I was not sure if I was going to like this. I picked it up also at Costco. It was a pack of 3, and it was their summer trio scents, and I absolutely love this. I cannot wait for the spring and summer to see if they will release this same trio again or if there will be new scents. But this one again is the Peach and Cherry Blossom. It is the Olay B3 Complex, and I would absolutely purchase this one again. This is actually the first one out of the trio that I emptied. The next is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel Pads. I have been on a peel pad purge this quarter. I don't know how many of these I used up, but there is a ton, and I finished the box. This box actually has 60 treatments in it. It was a super-sized box. I do have one more super-sized box that I've already started working on. I love the peel pads. You see them on here every single quarter. This time I just thought that I'd share. I finished up a 60 pack. So I do these as a boot camp. I'll use them for 3 days in a row. I seem to see maximum improvement in my skin in that short window. I don't get desensitized to the effectiveness of the product, so that's how I use it. 3 at a time over the course of several weeks throughout the quarter. Absolutely love them. The next item is a Bath and Body Works product, and this is the Watermelon Mojito Clean and Gentle Foaming Hand Soap. I would absolutely repurchase this one again. I loved it. I had one that got emptied out of a guest bathroom. This one was in the master. Absolutely would repurchase. Now, the one that's in the master suite right now, I'm tempted to like just put it in the trash. I don't like it at all, but I'll tell you about that one next quarter. But this Watermelon Mojito is an absolute yes. My only regret about that one is that I didn't purchase more this summer when they were available, because I don't think I have a backup of that one. The next item is the Philips Colon Health. This is a yes. It's a staple. It's a probiotic. I want to make sure that the inside stays good so that it doesn't purge its way on the outside of my skin. So a probiotic, and Philips is one that I go to often. The next is the Tree Hut Tropic Glow Firming Sugar Scrub. This stuff smells like vacation in a tub. What the way that I like to use my sugar scrubs is I have a little small, almost like individual sized crock pot. Purchased it a Black Friday many moons ago. But what I have is I have a little ceramic ramekin, and I submerge that partially in a water bath and then put my sugar scrub in so that the oils actually can loosen up a little bit and get a little warm so that they can absorb, and then to use the scrub. I took that tip from an Elemis esthetician during a massage, and I have been doing my sugar scrubs head to toe that way. Well, I don't, I guess not technically head to toe because I don't do it on my face, but I guess from neck to toe, ever since I got that tip. And it doesn't really matter what brand of salt or sugar scrub you use, it just works, especially if it has a really good oil base. So that is a yes. I will definitely pick up more Tree Hut, and if I find that one particular scent in store again, I would absolutely repurchase. The next item is the Fab First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I use this as a hand cream in my purse, and as you can tell, I got every little drop out of it. I really do like First Aid Beauty products. They are great if you have sensitive skin. They are fragrance free. They are great if you are maybe eczema prone or just trying to avoid fake fragrances. They seem to really work and hydrate. I've not had any issues with them. Love that is actually a body cream, but because it was in a little small tube, I kept it in my purse and absolutely loved it for my hands. If I come across another one, I would use it again. Absolutely. All right, the next item is the Inkey Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I love this stuff. I still am not crazy about the packaging, but I do really enjoy this hyaluronic acid. I do feel like I've been able to maintain a healthy moisture barrier in my in my skincare routine, and this has become a staple. I have a bottle at the sink in the master, and then I also have one in my travel bag. All right, the next item is the Neutrogena Body Oil Light Sesame Formula. This is an OG product for a lot of people, but it is new to me. This bottle is the first that I've ever tried, and I experimented reluctantly because every other time I've used products from Neutrogena, I end up with contact dermatitis. So I was a little leery, but I sprang for the big bottle at Costco and decided that if it didn't work for me, why not make the trip to urgent care, and then two, I would just either return it or give the rest of the bottle to someone else that might enjoy it. I absolutely loved it, and now I'm beating myself up on the fact that I waited so long to try this as an oil. So the ingredients are different, of course, from the other product list ingredients that have given me contact dermatitis before. But I've already purchased another big bottle, and this is a 32 fluid ounce. Picked it up on promo at Costco. This is great, like soaking wet as soon as you turn the water off in the shower to help seal in moisture. I've used it in whipped body butters. I have used it to add fragrance. This oil, because it is a very light scent, it works perfectly with anything else that I've mixed it with or tried to layer it with. So this is an absolute yes. The next item is the Goli apple cider vinegar gummies. I'm not sure about these. I was gung-ho about them at first. Then they couldn't keep them in stock when they kind of first hit the market. They were all the rage. I ended up switching to the Be Live version, fell in love with those. These are still sticky and gummy and stick together, and sometimes they're hard to get out. But someone in my circle actually challenged me to take a break from the gummies and actually start incorporating a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into either water or in tea to see if I notice a difference. So I do still have a couple of bottles of these in the cabinet, and I'm definitely going to go through them. But I think, excuse me, I think for now, I'm going to pause my subscription with Amazon and see if I notice a difference when I switch to the actual apple cider vinegar as opposed to the gummies. So I'm not saying no, because these have been in the mix, or an apple cider gummy has been in the mix for probably like the whole time I've been doing this series. But I am going to, I've already purchased the actual liquid apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to give that a try for a little while as well. So these may reappear, or the next update you may see a bottle of apple cider vinegar and it's become my new go-to. So more to come. All right, next. This is from the brand Topicals, and the product is called Slather. And it is an exfoliating body serum. It is formulated for the thicker, tougher areas of your body. So don't recommend using this on the face, but it has retinol, lactic acid, urea, and squalene in it. And this has become my new body bestie. So oil straight out of the shower to seal in, but this has made a huge difference in body texture, in the areas where I feel like I've had like some KP skin. It is taken the red away. It is starting to smooth those areas. It's becoming more even, more bright. I have one in the bathroom here at home and one in my travel bag, because wherever I am, I want to make sure that I'm able to slather. I stocked up on these during the holidays. Topicals had I think it was a 50% off pop-up sale or something along those lines on Sephora. And I don't know, I probably purchased another 4 or 5. The dispenser on it is a wide dispenser, and when you squeeze it, I feel like it comes out in a big glob, which is fine because I'm able to disperse that glob all over and then just massage it in. But for the one in my travel bag, what I actually ended up doing was partially taking off the aluminum seal. So just pulling it back enough so that I could then squeeze into my hand and then reseal and put the cap on so that I don't have to worry about it exploding in my travel bag. So that has worked, and I will probably do the same thing with the next one that I open for here at home. It's just the one that I'm using now. I ripped that entire seal off. This stuff is amazing. It is a Black-owned brand. I would say that if you have texture, if you have hyperpigmentation, if you have rough skin, if you just have areas that maybe are just not as smooth or as vibrant, whether it's like inner thigh, under your butt cheeks, underarms, I wouldn't layer it with deodorant. It could be, your stomach or stretch marks or the backs of your arms or your knees or elbows. This will help. Consistency is going to be key, though, in seeing the results for this. But I absolutely love it. For me, it is worth the price point. I've purchased it when it was on sale, but but I've also purchased it when it wasn't. And either way, I just don't want to be without it. So that's enough for that one. The next item is another Olay body product. This is the Olay Fresh Outlast, and this one is Orchid and Black Currant. I actually picked this one up when I got back from Alaska and smelled it in store while I was out in Seattle, waited when I got back home, purchased it, and it is delightful. I didn't think that I would really like the black currant. This is decadent. This is, whether it is you need to wake up in the morning or you're wind down at night, this one just works. This was not a part of the trio that I picked up at Costco. This one is actually standalone. I found it at Target and I would absolutely purchase it again. The next item is the Dove Nutrium Moisture. This is the Blue Fig and Orange Blossom scent. This is by far my favorite Dove scented body wash. I started out with this in a bar soap. They discontinued it from the store shelves, but I can still get it from Amazon, and I get several bars delivered every other month. I've got like one scent for 1 month, and the next month another one comes in. I've got like 4 in Amazon rotation. But this body wash is absolutely amazing. I love it. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. It is fresh. It is clean. It is light, and it is amazing. If you can get your hands on the Blue Fig and Orange Blossom scent, give it a smell. You will not be disappointed. The next item is one from Tatcha, and it is the Tatcha Radiant Deep Brightening Serum. I have been using Tatcha products for a minute, and when I was using them very consistently, you could not tell me anything different, couldn't tell me anything bad, because my skin was loving it. My skin does still love Tatcha, but I will just tell you, there are so many other brands and so many other products that have more actives, or that are more calming, or that are at a different price point, that I don't know that I would repurchase this again separately. Now, if there's a kit, if there's a sale, if there's a promo, I love the product and it's really good. But I also have other brightening serums that I really like that are not the same price point. So that is what the bottle looks like. And it's not bad. I just would probably opt for trying something new, or something from another brand that I like and that I've seen results from. Nothing wrong with the Tatcha one. I just don't know that at this point, with the amount of skincare products that I have and that I'm trying, if that one would be worth the spend for me again. All right. The next is another topicals. This is their Faded Spray. I do not like this packaging because I don't know whether it explodes. Once the product oxidizes, it creates this brownish color. It looks yucky. But I will tell you, for topicals, this Faded Spray, I really like it. I've shared with you guys that my nephew had to have a major surgery and ended up, reconstructive surgery, ended up with a scar. And we used the Faded Spray once the surgeon gave the green light, and it significantly helped to soften like that raised area from his surgical scar. It helped to fade the edges and fade the hyperpigmentation around his surgery scar. And he was not as consistent as I would have been treating it, but it still made a huge difference. And then my sister actually finished up the rest of it, just using it all over from a body standpoint, just because it's not inexpensive. So I would absolutely purchase it again, and have they have changed the packaging, so I'm hoping that it will fare a little bit better than the original packaging that you just saw. All right, the next item is the Coors Wild Rose. This is their face oil. I like this. It is a good oil, but I will say that the closer I get to the end of each one of these bottles, it is sometimes difficult to get the dropper to fill without the rose particles. Now, that being said, you can always tilt and do all kinds of other things. I love this oil. I already have another bottle of it. So it's not been enough to deter me as of yet, but that's just one of the things that I'd like to share, that if you're considering it, as long as the bottle is full, you won't have any issues with it. But the closer you get to the end, and you can see the bottom of it is just filled with rose petals, when you dispense that dropper, it's hard to get it to draw up without particles of the rose being pulled in. The next is another Tatcha product, and this is the Essence. I think I'm finally using my last bottle of this. I will not repurchase. It has been good, but I have found so many other brands to introduce essences, toners that I can use as an essence, ones that have more actives, that have different formulations. So given the price of the essence from Tatcha, I don't know that I will repurchase once I'm done with all of my back stock. Now, that being said, I'm using one now, so probably this coming quarter there will be another one in there. But when I'm done with my stock, I don't see me repurchasing from the brand this particular product. Don't want to be without an essence, but don't know again that I would splurge for Tatcha. All right, the next is, there were a couple of spa nights, and so the Dr. Dennis Jart firming solution, the Hydra solution, the Ceramidin facial barrier mask. I keep these kind of on deck when I'm doing my spa night, so I will continue to use these. I've not been disappointed in the results of these yet, so they are a yes. I've got more Dr. Dennis Gross. I must have used, did I use a whole 60 of them? I feel like I used more than I normally do this quarter, but there's a ton of them here. The next is the Youth to the People Kale Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser. I know this is all the rage, but this was just a basic cleanser to me. Great packaging, so I will probably recycle the packaging and put a different facial cleanser in it. Maybe squeeze something that's in a tube so that I can have a pump. But as far as buying another one, I just don't understand what all the hype was over this product. And I didn't notice a difference in my complexion. Did it work? Yes. Did it clean? Yes. Was it something spectacular that warranted the price point? I didn't see it. Great packaging. This is a glass bottle. It does come with the pump, so I know that there's some expense there. Would I repurchase it? No. Now, I did get a travel size in a Sephora favorite set that I purchased over the holiday season. So I, of course, will use that. It is also in a glass bottle, which I was not expecting for a travel size. I will likely also recycle that packaging once I'm done But again, I don't get what the hype was over this cleanser. That being said, if you have sensitive skin, if you have sensitive eyes, if you are looking to upgrade maybe what you're using, I don't know, from the drugstore into something that may be formulated just a little bit better, then maybe this is the way to go. But I honestly can't say that it's any different or any better probably than what you can find at a drugstore. I was just not impressed with the Youth to the People, the Greens formula. All right, the next item is from Design Essentials, and it is the Bamboo and Silk leave-in conditioner. I am a huge fan of the Design Essentials products. I have used this on my natural hair. I have also mixed this in with aloe vera juice in a spray bottle and treated my natural hair during protective styling. Would I repurchase this? Absolutely yes. Design Essentials makes amazing hair products and some really, really great leave-in conditioner. So that is a yes. The next is, I did a short on these a while back on my channel. This is the Collagen Spa. I think this was a 7-piece, not Collagen Spa, I'm sorry. It's La Palme Spa products. And this is the Collagen Spa Clear Waters Luxury Manicure Pedicure set. It is a 6-step pedicure or manicure process. So you've got everything from your foot soak and your scrub and your lotion and your massage oil, and you've got a mask, and everything is portioned and in this box. I picked up these from Amazon. It was a box of 7. I've got them linked in my Amazon store. My local spa charges, I think it's 50 or 60 plus bucks to perform this service, and I was able to get a box of 7 different ones of these for like 27 bucks. So I can do it at home. All right, so that's that. Would I repurchase again? Yes. They actually make really good, great stocking stuffers, and like that little add-on gift if you're trying to put something else in a gift bag, that is a great add-on gift. The next is my Fenty Butter Drop, and I would absolutely repurchase because it is a refill tub. So instead of purchasing the entire container all over again, I'm able to just purchase the refills. And I love the Fenty Butter Drop. I wish I could figure out some other use for this little plastic container. But yeah, I'll repurchase again and will recycle. Another bottle of the Goli vitamins. The next is folic acid. I'm still taking folic acid supplements, so those are a yes. More Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pill pads. I was pretty active with those. The next is an Elemis. I know you thought, oh my goodness, we almost made it without Elemis. Almost, but not completely. This is the Elemis Pro Collagen Rose Facial Oil. I love this. I will repurchase it again. I believe the rose is actually in my advent calendar, so I'm going to use that one up before I purchase another one because they're expensive, and so was the advent calendar. But I love the Elemis products. You see something from Elemis usually every quarter. And this one is what I emptied this time. The next is the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. I love this. This is kind of like the hyaluronic acid from the Inky List. It's just become a staple. It's great. It does what it's supposed to do. Relatively inexpensive. It travels well. I will repurchase. The next are a couple of hand care products. This one is from the brand Natura, and it is their Tucumã body lotion because it's in a small tube. I actually kept it in my purse as a hand lotion. I have purchased tons of Natura products since I got introduced to the brand. I need to film some of the products, but yes, I will repurchase this and have purchased the full size. And then this other one is a coconut hand cream that came in my Izzy and Liv brown sugar box. I did like this one. I just don't feel like it was as thick and as hydrating as some other hand creams. And by that I mean I've got hand creams, or I have used hand creams where you can apply it, and then if you end up washing your hand, it seems like the moisture from that first application continues. This was not the case with the Izzy and Liv one. I feel like after every time I washed my hands, I would need to reapply. Now that being said, my hands were moisturized in between washings, but I don't feel like there was any residual moisture or any kind of hydration that was left behind after my hands were washed. The next is another Elemis product, and this is the Elemis Pro Collagen Eye Renewal. I do love this as an eye serum. Yeah, would I repurchase it? Absolutely. I can typically find this in a duo, either on the Elemis site or even Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack, where I can get the renewal and the serum, or the renewal and an eye cream in a duo. So I would repurchase this again. The next is a TheraCare Real Heat Back Pain Therapy. I don't know what you call this. A band, a heat wrap. It came in here. I picked these up with my what? My HSA account. Did it last for 16 hours, the heat? Yes. I will say that this, though, was better for me when I was laying down, because the band itself, when I was out and being active, I feel like it just kind of moved around a whole lot. That being said, I think I bought like a box or two of these. So I'm going to use them, but I just don't know that I will feature them again on here. But if you are looking for warmth, if you are suffering with back pain, if you are having, if you're just doing heat therapy, maybe menstrual cramps, these would work for deep penetrating heat relief. The next items are Laneige lip mask. I've got two that I've completed. These were both in my purse, in my travel bag. So these are emptied. And will I purchase Laneige again? Yes. I have already purchased several. But I will say that I'm experimenting right now with another lip mask that is giving Laneige a run for its money. And I have been loyal to Laneige, looking for something or waiting to see if I would find something that would be as good or maybe even better. And right now, there is another brand that I found that is giving Laneige a run for its money in the lip mask space around here. And then the last thing for this quarter is another Natura. Then the last thing is this quarter is another product by Natura, and it is their biphase shower oil. Oh my goodness, I love this stuff. You shake it. You can see, I probably need to, but it's an oil, and then there's like a creamy or like a almost like a whipped oil base, and you shake it and mix it together. And I slather it on again when I'm fresh out the shower, turning off the water, and it seals in moisture so good. It makes my skin feel amazing. It almost like it creates like a moisture barrier or a moisture film on the top of the skin. It's not uncomfortable. You don't notice it or anything, but it just does a really nice job of locking in the moisture and hydrating. So I have been pleased with everything that I've picked up so far from Natura, and you will absolutely be seeing more from this brand on my channel. So that's it. A lot of empties this quarter. Let me know what you think about some of these products, and also leave a comment down below and let me know one of the products that you have emptied. I'm curious, what are you using in your stash? Thank you so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next quarter,